You're watching the Chiefs Report by Chat Sports. I am your host, Harrison Graham. As always, we got to talk injury news here on the Chiefs Report. Kyle Long has suffered a fractured kneecap during OTAs, which is not great for a number of reasons. Number one, he was competing for that starting right guard job, which he still could. But number two, this is a guy who retired after 2019 due to numerous injuries, didn't play in 2020, worked really hard to get back, and now he's injured again. The good news is, the hope is that he could be ready before week one. Here's Tom Pelissero's tweet of NFL Network saying, Chiefs guard Kyle Long suffered a leg injury that could keep him out of training camp, sources tell me and Ian Rappaport. After initial concern it could be a serious injury, Long underwent tests, and the hope now is he could be right back before the start of the regular season. So it's bad, but it's not terribly bad based on the initial review of the injury here. But this is still a bummer for Kyle Long because he thought his career was over after 2019 with the string of injuries with the Chicago Bears, retires, decides, hey, I want to give it another crack, come back, got himself into shape, and by all accounts was looking pretty darn well during OTAs and offseason workouts, and then he fractures the kneecap. So he's going to miss the rest of the minicamp stuff this offseason, and it looks like he's not going to be there for training camp either. Hopefully he can get back and be ready to go by week one, but it definitely hinders his chances of earning a starting job for this season. What is your one-word reaction to Kyle Long's injury? Let me know down in the comments. My one word is, of course, bummer, which is what I just said. Let me know what you guys think. One-word reaction to Kyle Long getting injured yet again. Now, Long's injury problems with the Chicago Bears were pretty well documented. The amount of games he missed from 2016 to 19 was a ton. He missed 8 in 2016, 6 in 2017, 8 more in 2018, and then 12 in 2019, which led to him retiring after that season. Dealt with knee injuries, back issues, shoulder, had all kinds of stuff. Like I said, sat out a year, retired, came back, got into shape, and now he's injured again with a fractured kneecap. Luckily, it's in the offseason, still not in the season. And Kyle Long is certainly frustrated, and I understand, because when you get a lot of injuries as an athlete, it really can just mess with you mentally. And here's what he had to say. I did everything I could to prepare to get back for football. Zero regrets. I've been getting better every day and having so much fun with my new team, focusing on controlling the things I can control. Yesterday was not one of those things. Thanks for the well wishes. So kind of a cryptic tweet there. You're thinking, wait, is Kyle Long thinking about retiring again? The first part of that tweet, he's like, did everything I could, no regrets. Second part, controlling what I control, enjoying my new team. So I think he's just frustrated. That feels like a frustrated tweet to me. I don't think he's going to retire and hang him back up by any means, but obviously we will follow this story, follow the development of it. He's clearly upset that he is injured once again. Now, today's show is sponsored by the News Break app, and we are trying to get as many downloads as possible because I still got to catch up to some other channels here at Chat Sports. So if you use our link, chatsports.com/ChiefsNB, that would help me out, and it would help you out because the News Break app has a ton of good content on it. You can keep up with local news, weather, politics, food, pop culture, and a whole lot more. And guess what? The first 100 people that comment on this video, you can comment literally anything, your one-word reaction to Kyle Long or anything else. You can just type the number 1 or just type me, whatever it is. You guys will get the Newsbreak app for free. I will reply to the first 100 comments with that link below, chatsports.com/ChiefsNB. You can go to that link on your mobile phone and download the Newsbreak app. So get your comments in. I'll be replying to you guys on this video. Here on the Chiefs Report by Chat Sports, I am Harrison Graham. Let's talk about the Chiefs preseason schedule now that it has been released for the 2020 season. The NFL had announced most games, but there hadn't been, time and dates for a lot of them. That has now been finalized by the National Football League for all 32 NFL teams. All teams will play 3 games, including the Chiefs, except for the Cowboys and one other team. They are playing in the Hall of Fame game, but Kansas City has 3 games. 2 of them will be on the road during this preseason, and all 3 opponents are NFC teams. Here's the schedule. August 14th, they'll play in San Francisco against the 49ers, 8:30 Eastern time there. 6 days later at Arizona against the Cardinals at 8 o'clock Eastern time. And then the Vikings on August 27th, 8 o'clock Eastern, all 3 of those games in prime time. So 3 preseason games this year. Obviously, the NFL chopped off a game for every team due to the 17th game regular season schedule now, which is great because 4 preseason games, 5 preseason games was just way too much. What do you guys think? Be honest with me. Do you care about the preseason? Y for yes, in for no. Obviously, I do a little bit, but especially a team like the Chiefs, it's like, we know this is a Super Bowl contender. We don't need to learn that much in the preseason about this team. Let's get the real games underway. So Y for yes, in for no. Let me know if you care about the preseason. Now, obviously, the regular season is what we really care about. And just to remind you guys, here's what the 17-game schedule looks like. Starts fast. Cleveland at home before Sunday Night Football in Baltimore in Week 2. Week 3 against the Chargers, and then Week 4 in Philadelphia. Week 5 against the Bills on Sunday Night Football. That should be a good one. Week 6 against the Washington Football Team and the Titans on the road as well in Week 7. Week 8 and Week 9, a couple of home games against the Giants on Monday Night Football and the Packers as well. Week 10 at Las Vegas for Sunday Night Football. Can't wait for that one. Cowboys in Week 11 before a Week 12 bye. And then Denver comes to Kansas City in Week 13. And then the stretch run for the Chiefs regular season this year is against the Raiders in Week 14. At the Chargers on Thursday Night Football in Week 15. I think that's a sneaky tough game. Week 16 against the Steelers. Week 17 at Cincinnati. And then Week 18 at Denver. We've known the regular season schedule for quite a while now, but now the entire 2021 schedule is out now that the preseason schedule has been released by the NFL. 3 games, 2 on the road, and they are all against NFC teams. It'll be fun to watch some of the young guys get after it in preseason. We'll see how much the vets play, like Patrick Mahomes. Maybe they'll play in 1 game or something like that. But the preseason schedule is always for the younger guys, and that'll be the case, especially for an established team like the Chiefs. They don't need their vets to necessarily play in too many games during the preseason. Well, quick reminder, at San Francisco, at Arizona, Minnesota at home. That's your preseason schedule before the regular season gets going in September. Get subscribed to the Chiefs Report because we have the latest news, rumors, and much more. Kyle Long injury update. We got it broken down for you guys here on this show, so don't miss any of our coverage. If guys get hurt, if the Chiefs make a trade, if they sign someone, we're going to cover it. YouTube.com/ChiefsTV. Hit that big red button and subscribe, and don't miss any of our coverage. Let's look at a little Charvarius Ward. A lot of news today. He has officially signed his restricted free agent tender. That will be worth about $3.5 million, $3.384 to be exact. And he needs to bounce back after a tough 2020. Ward, by the way, is the final restricted free agent to sign, so all good on that account for the Chiefs. The restricted guys are taken care of. This is a big year for Charvarius Ward. I don't think there's any way around it. This is a guy who in 2019 you were like, okay, he's an established starting corner in the NFL. And then I thought he took a step back last year. Did some good things at times, but he got beat quite a bit. There's just no doubt. And now without Bashaud Breeland in this secondary, you're saying, okay, Charvarius, we really need you to step up this year for a couple reasons. Number one, no Breeland, but number two, for him, it's like, okay, I'm entering a contract year now, playing on this RFA tender. I need to play well this year if I want to get a big contract with the Chiefs potentially in 2022. I think him and L'Jarius Sneed are in line to start on the outside this year. And you look at his past couple of seasons, like I mentioned, in 2019, you were like, okay, this guy can play. 2 interceptions, 10 pass breakups, played in all 16 games. Last year, missed a couple of games, 0 picks, only 6 pass breakups. Coverage skills just weren't quite as sharp, weren't quite as impressive. So hopefully Ward reverts back to 2019 Charvarius Ward because you need a guy who can create some turnovers. We know L'Jarius Sneed's going to be able to do that, but can Charvarius Ward get an interception or 2 as well? Big year for him. He has signed his RFA tender. He is ready to go for the 2021 season. Before we sign off, will Charvarius Ward be back? Will he bounce back, I should say, this upcoming year? Type 1 for yes, type 2 for no. Get your votes in, and we'll see you next time here on the Chiefs Report.